What on earth is this new Ucas personal statement all about? Why are there 3 questions now? How do you answer them? Do you need to answer them all? This video will explain everything. Trust me when I tell you you're going to want to save it for later. This video will provide you with a framework for writing your personal statement. It will give you the general rubric for each question. Before I dive into any specifics, please let me preface this video with some important information. You do not need to write the exact same amount for every single question. So overall, you still need to write 4,000 characters. However, there are 3 questions, and for each question, you only need to write 300 characters. In theory, you could write 300 characters for questions 1 and 3, and then write 3,400 characters for question 2. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. More important information, the contents of the new personal statement are the same as the contents of the old personal statement. It's just that now the structure of the personal statement is much more rigid, much more regimented, and a lot less flexible. Question 1. Why this course or subject? Veer away from cliches, avoid talking about academics, and talk about what interested you initially. You would never jump into a personal statement by saying, oh, when I read this really advanced report, or when I watched this lecture on this really complex topic, because admission staff know that is not what piques your interest. You need to make that opening unique to you. That first line is your opportunity to make a lasting impression on the reader. This question is all about what interested you initially and then what you did to explore that interest more. Question 2. How have your studies and education prepared you to study this subject? You don't just list each subject and what you learned in it. Universities know this. You can find something within your subject that particularly interested you and why you want to explore that thing more, or why that will support you in studying this subject. And the advice on structuring this question is the same. It should be a logical chain of events. I found this topic really interesting in A-level history, so I went and did this, and then I did this. In a way, what did you learn from each thing that you did? What did you take forward, and what did you do next? Also take this opportunity to talk about any academic projects, like the EPQ, or like the Crest Award. Question 3, what have you done outside of education to prepare you for your studies? This is your extracurricular section. This section shows that you will be a well-rounded applicant, but it also demonstrates that you have transferable skills that you can transfer over into your degree. Use this opportunity to talk about work experiences, to talk about any notable achievement, and how they will help you.